Viewers, a cut or tweak in the income tax rates or slabs to ease the burden of middle class, Revdi's keeping Delhi polls in mind, or balancing act of fiscal prudence? Well, all eyes are on the first full budget of Modi 3.0 to find answers to these important questions in everyone's minds this morning. Now, this is also Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's record-setting 8th consecutive budget. Expectations of relief on income tax, particularly for lower middle class, is quite high after Prime Minister Narendra Modi invoked Goddess of Wealth for elevating poor and middle class. Listen in.
मैं मां लक्ष्मी से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि देश के हर गरीब एवं मध्यम वर्ग समुदाय पर मां लक्ष्मी की विशेष कृपा रहे। हमारे गणतंत्र के 75 वर्ष पूरे हुए हैं और ये हर देशवासी के लिए सर्वाधिक गौरवपूर्ण है।
Now, viewers, what's in the budget will only be revealed after 11 a.m. today, but the opposition has already predicted doom and gloom. From Rahul Gandhi repeating his no SC, ST, OBCs or minority members in the budget picture attack, to others alleging that it is going to be a pro-rich budget. The attacks are quite predictable. Listen in.
कल आपको दिखेगा फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर जाएंगी ब्रीफकेस लेकर, वहां पे फोटो आएगी, फोटो देखना, फोटो में आपको एक दलित नहीं दिखेगा, एक आदिवासी नहीं दिखेगा, एक पिछड़े वर्ग का व्यक्ति नहीं दिखेगा, एक माइनॉरिटी नहीं दिखेगा।
Rich people are having, super rich are having super money, but the middle class is suffering, and we expect that the government must change its policy and address the people's pain.
বাজেট তো এটা যতটাই ক্ষমতা এসছে যে কোটা বাজেট পেশ করেছে সেখানে সাধারণ গরিব মানুষের জন্য বা মধ্যবিত্তদের জন্য কোথাও তো কোনো রিলিফ কিছু দেয়। বাজেট মানে তো এটা উদ্যোগপতিদের বাজেট। গত 10 বছরে বড়লোক আরো বড়লোক হয়েছে, ধনীরা আরো ধনী হয়েছে, গরিব আরো গরিব হয়েছে।
Coming budget will not solve the problems of high rice prices. It will not solve the problems of young generation. This budget will not provide jobs to the youngsters. It is very much possible that they may provide facilities to corporate houses, big houses, Adani Sahab and other billionaires.
And my colleagues Mohit Bhatt as well as Sabyasachi joining us live for more on the politics that we are seeing even before the budget is presented in the parliament. Mohit, to you first. You know, in July also, when Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented her budget, Rahul Gandhi said no tribal, Dalit, OBC face in the Halwa ceremony photo. And now also on the eve of the budget presentation, Rahul Gandhi literally repeating the same attack.
Well, Hina, that has been the attack by Rahul Gandhi, that how many people from the SC, ST or the OBC community are there when it comes to the top post in the country, when it comes to the ministerial post or the top bureaucratic post. And Rahul Gandhi has been saying this for a long while. Rahul Gandhi has been saying this, jitni abadi utna haq. But the BJP has been saying this, that Rahul Gandhi should also look at the Congress's tenure and the UPA tenure when and when it comes to the representation from people from Dalit background or from the OBC community, nothing was done by the then UPA government in that particular regard. And the BJP also says that Rahul Gandhi is talking on dividing the society, and that has been the charge by the BJP. Now Rahul Gandhi again has spoken about this particular issue, saying that when you will see the Halwa ceremony, when you will see the photo of Nirmala Sitharaman, which is a mandatory customary thing that usually happens before the budget presentation. You will not see anybody from the Dalit community or from the OBC community or from the ST community. But the BJP has been saying this, that this is the government, the NDA government, the BJP government that has given proper representation and respect to the people from all backgrounds. Now, they have stated that Ramnath Kovind, who comes from a backward community, he was made the president. Draupadi Murmu, the tribal, she comes from a tribal background, she has been made the president. So BJP has been saying this, that the proper representation has been given by the BJP, not by the Congress party. And Congress party always believes in dividing the society, but BJP believes in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So clearly we see that this attack might again come from Rahul Gandhi when the photo op happens. And in some time from now, right now we are reporting from Nirmala Sitharaman's residence at 15 Safdarjung Road. And all the action for next few hours will be shifted over here. Now what we are being told is around 8:45, 9 p.m. she will be leaving for North Block. Then there will be a customary photo op over there. Then she will be going to the President House to take the approval for presentation of budget. And after that, there will be again a photo op at the stairs of the Parliament. At 11, the budget will be presented. Now, Hina, again and again, we have been discussing this, that what exactly this budget will have for the middle class. That will be very, very interesting. As you rightly pointed out, that Election Commission have clearly stated that there will be no Delhi-specific announcement, but but if there is a tax relief for the middle class, that will also affect the prospects of the BJP or the centre in the upcoming Delhi election. So clearly, it will be a massive budget, big budget. The economic survey was made yesterday.
Interesting to see there is going to be pragmatism given the challenges that the country and the economy is facing, or some bit of populism given that we have Delhi elections as well on 5th of February. Mohit, request you to stay on with us. Let me now go across to Sabyasachi as well. Sabyasachi, we spoke about the attack by Rahul Gandhi. Now, other netas from the Congress party have already predicted that it's not going to address the pressing issues of price rise, unemployment, and it might actually provide facilities for billionaires, is what Rashid Alvi had to say.
Well, that's right. See, first of all, for our viewers, we are reporting from Pankaj Chaudhary's residence that is in 12 Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla Lane. And just few minutes back, some of the government officials have entered his residence. Now, as per the attack that is coming in from the Congress side, see, the Congress says that they don't have any sort of hope from this year's budget as well. Now, the Congress party says that year after year, the budget which has been presented by the BJP government has been against the people of the country. In fact, the Congress party has been escalating its attack since yesterday, stating that the budget once again would be for the billionaires in the country and not for the poor people in the country. In fact, Rahul Gandhi also categorically attacked Nirmala Sitharaman, stating that in the photo op, you would not see any Dalit, you would not see any representation from the tribal community. Now, the Congress party says that this year's budget as well, we won't see any sort of employment for the young people. We won't see any sort of benefits for the middle class people and the poor people, despite of Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizing that this year's budget would be for the middle class and the poor people. But the opposition continues to rake its attack against the central government, stating that they have absolute no hopes from the BJP government, and till the time the BJP government is in power and is in center, the budget would continue to be against the people of the country.
All right, Sabyasachi as well as Mohit, requesting both of you to stay on with us, because this budget session of Parliament that started yesterday, it began with a controversy. Now, viewers, the fireworks on day one of the budget session of Parliament was just a glimpse of the stormy session ahead. After President Murmu's opening remarks on the budget session, Sonia Gandhi, the Rajya Sabha MP, raked a fresh controversy. Sonia Gandhi, while dissecting President's address, said that Draupadi Murmu, the President, was getting very tired by the end. Not just that, she called her poor thing, while leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha and her son Rahul Gandhi called the speech of President Draupadi Murmu boring. Listen in.
Usual false promises.
Boring. No comment.
No, the poor lady, the president was getting very tired by the end.
Repeating the same thing again
No,
and
she
again.
could hardly speak, poor thing.
And not just Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. In fact, other opposition leaders were also quick to join this bandwagon. TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee called the speech funny and said it was just the repeat of last year's speech. Independent Member of Parliament Pappu Yadav said that the president was like a stamp paper who read out a love letter. However, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra came out for her mother's defense and said that Sonia Gandhi was 70 years old and did not mean any kind of disrespect. Listen in.
My mother is a 78-year-old lady. She simply said that the president must have been tired reading such a long speech. Poor thing. I don't think she fully respects. In fact, she has the utmost respect for. जिस खाई में इन्होंने इस देश को डुबोया है, पहले उसके लिए माफी मांगे।
मैं देखिए, उन बेचारी का तो कोई दोस्त नहीं, राष्ट्रपति हैं, वो तो स्टाम्प है और किसी का लव लेटर पढ़ना है उनको।
It is really funny. Whatever, there is no. You just compare the 2024 speech and 2025 speech, or are equal. I am really frustrated with this speech.
And then we had a statement coming in from Rashtrapati Bhavan as well, a very strongly worded statement from there. Then Prime Minister Narendra Modi also reacted on this controversy. He hit out at the Congress party for insulting the President of India. Prime Minister Modi said that this was an insult to the tribals and Dalits, and this showcases the mindset of the grand old party. Listen in.
एक कांग्रेस वाले खुद को देश का मालिक समझते हैं। कांग्रेस के शाही परिवार का अहंकार आज देश ने फिर देखा है। उन्होंने राष्ट्रपति जी को पुअर थिंग कहा, गरीब कहा और चीज कहा, थकी हुई कहा। एक आदिवासी बेटी का बोलना इनको बोरिंग लगता है। ये देश के 10 करोड़ आदिवासी भाई बहनों का अपमान है। ये देश के हर गरीब का अपमान है।
Moving